Those of you who are watching this are probably here to learn notice writing. Apart from scoring good grades, and if your principal, teachers or parents had not set a rule today that you attend the class, I don't think so any of you are actually eager to sit through the session. This is because your CBSE curriculum has introduced you to this topic in your lower classes itself. Anyway, thank you for being a part of this session. Greetings to you. As a protocol, I am Kushi, your prep school English teacher. I suggest you have a notebook and a pen so that you can note down few important points. In case if you do not have, then you can pause wherever need be or make some time and rewatch. So let's understand what is notice writing all about. Primarily, you need to know that it is a part of your writing skill in your syllabus, and in your typically set CBSE question paper, it is the first question in section B for 4 marks. I repeat, it is your first question in section B and for 4 marks. Your next question probably will be, ma'am, can I score 4 marks? For which my reply will always be an optimistic yes, provided you learn and be familiar with the set rules and the format. I repeat, to score this 4 marks is very simple, but you need to know your format and your set rule. So let's look at what is a notice writing, what is the format all about, and what is a set rule. Notice is a small writing which contains within itself an information to be put up on a notice board to address a specific audience. I hope you got me right. It is a small writing which has got an information for a specific group of people. Now, how are you going to write the notice? What is the format for writing a notice? Let's look at what is that you need to keep in mind while you write a notice. Here are few underlying points that you need to consider. The implementation of these points might look a little weird at this point of time. Hold on to your thoughts. I will explain the same with a live example. For now, you need to know all these 9 points, starting from a box till the way you present your writing. Make a note of the word limit, that is 50 words, and the way you use the language, it has to be simple and formal. For example, if I say to appraise, to suffix, to pervade, to inform, which becomes simpler for you to understand? To inform, isn't it? Rather than appraise, suffix, pervade. So, when I say use simple language, use such words that when a reader reads your notice, it is understandable. So, usage of language should be simple. Your word limit has to be 50 and you have to learn the format. I hope you got me right, children. These are the set rules. Now, knowing what is a notice, knowing what are the points to write a notice, and knowing what are the set rule, let's move forward to understand how to write a notice. Let's look at the most repeated questions. For example, lost and found notice. You are playing in the playground. Your friend Sachin loses his wristwatch. That can come up as a lost or a found notice in the notice board. Or you're organizing an inauguration program, or you're conducting a competition, or it could be you're organizing an excursion, or even a social campaign. For example, in the recent pandemic, your school or the locality where you live in has offered food, shelter and clothing for the people in need, isn't it? So that also can go as a notice. So like this, you can expect a notice on a blood donation camp or a notice on a health checkup. So please be familiar with few of the example question. By saying this, let me move forward in demonstrating a notice, the way it has to be written. Children, I need your attention now. Let me take you through a solved example. Look at the screen. There is a question for you. What does this question read out? You are Deepesh, the head boy of GEMS School, Bangalore. Write a notice informing the students of class 9 and 10 about the overnight excursion to a place of historical importance. By understanding the question, what are you supposed to do? You have to write a notice. Now, how are you going to write the notice? So, before going to the writing part, you understand clearly who is writing this notice. It is Deepesh, the head boy. Who is issuing this notice? It is GEMS School. For whom is this notice being issued? It is for class 9 and 10 students. What is the notice all about? It is about the excursion. To where? It is to a historical place. I hope you have understood the question well. Only then you can move forward in answering. Alright. So let me take you to how do we answer to a notice. Now, this is where you have to reconnect and remember all the 9 points that I mentioned while I was teaching you the format. Remember, from number 1, the box, to number 9, the presentation. Let's look at all of them now. To start with, your notice should always be inside a box. So it is important, using a scale and a pencil, you draw a box first. So how does your box look like? Now, you're going to ask me, ma'am, your box has only 3 sides. Yes, for now, it is going to be 3-sided box. This is because I feel while we are writing the content, we might require more space. So instead of taking an eraser and rubbing at the end, it's better that we write and then we finish the line later on. So the first thing is about the box. What was the number 2? The name of the issuing authority. So who is it here? It's the GEMS School, Bangalore. Next, what is this all about? What is the headline for this? It is a notice. So you write the notice. Remember, when you write the notice, it should be in the center of the box. Don't forget this. It should be in the center of the box. Now, when are you writing this notice? You should put a date, isn't it? So what is the structure of the date according to the format? First, you will write the month, followed by the date and then the year. Now, your month, you cannot short form it and write. You can't write June like J-U-N. Okay, you have to write it J-U-N-E, the full form only, followed by the date. You cannot write the date like 16th, T-H, you shouldn't be writing. You should use a comma, and you can't specifically mention the year, like 2020 is the present year. No, you will not write that. You will only write 20XX. So this is the structure of the date, how you are going to write. Now, since you have written the date, next, what is the notice about? What is the title for it? It is an excursion. So you write the title name as excursion. So whatever you have seen until now, I'll be showing this as part A. So in part A, what is that you have seen? Name of the issuing authority, then what is the heading, and the date and the excursion. 2 important things I told you. Your notice has to be in the center of the box and your date structure should be in the same way. No using, you have to use the full form and you cannot be using this TH here, and don't forget to put this comma. If you are clear with it, let me move to the next part of your notice, which I will call it as part B. So what is that part B has? It only has your body, the content of the notice, and who's writing this notice? So what is the body of the notice? An excursion to Mysore will be organized for the students of class 9 and 10. The overnight trip is scheduled for August 1st and 2nd, 20XX. The itinerary includes place on historical interest. The charges are 2,000 per student. Interested students must approach the school office on or before a given date. So this is the body. If you see it properly, all the requirement, whatever is asked in the question is here. For example, when is the excursion, to where is the excursion, historical interest, all right, what is the charge, all right, and for this is for whom? It is for class 9 and 10 students. So this is your body of your content. Now who has written it? Who is the signing authority here? It is Deepesh, the head boy. So now you will write this name, Deepesh, head boy. Remember, you only need to write the name. You can't put stylish signature and just leave it there. You need to write the name and then you have to write the designation also. Now since all my content has been completed, I will complete my box by drawing the fourth line. To revise, you had 9 points. 1 is the box, 2 is the issuing authority, 3 is the headline, 4 is the date, 5 is the title, 6 is the body, 7 is the authorized signatory, 8 is the line spacing. These are all your line spacing, and 9 is the way you present it. So you will present it neatly. So have a look at it. This is exactly how your notice writing will look. Now, if you feel that, ma'am, I'm not too very comfortable, my flow of language is not so good, no problem. There's another way to write it also. Look at this now. Everything is the same except for your body part, wherein I have split it into 3 paragraphs. Okay, and each split is with date, destination, cost, the last date, all that is written in a different way. Lastly, I have written contact the undersigned for further clarification. To be on a safer side, if you have forgotten anything, you have clearly mentioned here that this person must be contacted. So this is another way to write the notice. So dear children, this is exactly what notice writing is. So if you are thorough with the format and the set rules, that is done for your notice writing. Having written the notice, what is the next? Before you start answering to the next question in the question paper, you need to recheck whether the notice that you have written has met all the set rules. Now what are the rules? First of all, the word limit. Is it 50 words and below? It should not cross 50 words. And then, as it met the purpose, as there been a clarity to the question which is asked. So whether it is apt to the question and your usage of the language, is it being understandable to the reader? So your word limit, your usage of language, and whether it is apt to the question, along with the purpose for writing the notice has been met. These are the few things which you have to check. Lastly, you look at this 5 W's. What is the notice about? Why are you writing the notice? To whom are you writing? For where are you writing? And for when are you writing? So once all this is there, then for sure you're going to get your 4 marks. I hope you got me right, children. Now, let's look at how does your evaluator evaluate your notice writing. If you have used the correct format, then you will get this 1 mark. Secondly, if your content is fine, if you have used all the 5 W's, then you will get this 2 mark. Lastly, the way you have expressed it, if it is in an understandable language, then you're going to get this 1 mark. So all put together, it is very simple for you to score this 4 marks. It is here that I want to say that CBSE has not only taught notice writing just for you to score 4 marks by learning the content and the set rule, it has helped you to build your skill so that you can use it or you can transfer whatever you have learned during your education and beyond. So children, here is a practice exercise for you. Pause this video for a while, read the question, understand and attempt to answer this notice writing. You are Suraj or Sonia. Also children, while you are going around, you come across variety of notices. It could be on a public place or an airport or a police station or a railway station or in a university. But they all look different, isn't it? For example, see here, Government of Samoa has issued a notice. When you read it, you understand it, but the format, it is different. Or Government of India, okay? Sometimes a notice is put on a building or on a entrance or on a gate which says an opening time or a closing time or at what time and days does the office ply. So that also can be a notice. Or you see, temporarily closed. Recently all the malls and the theatres were closed. So such notices were put. All these are of course the notices but written in a different format. But the one which you have learned today, you are writing it only to score those 4 marks in your examination. To conclude the session today, remember the teacher always notices. I hope you have been sincere in learning what is notice writing all about. See you in my next session, My Mother at 66. Until then, all smiles to you. Bye-bye.